Good morning, everyone. This is your introduction to our new lesson. This is our lesson that is focusing in on context clues and context clues and figurative language. So as you can see, I've broken it down into the usual suspects, our essential question, and what you're going to be expected to do at the end of this, as well as how we'll be doing it. And there is a separate video on how to navigate through your hyperdoc. So make sure that you click on that as well. It is listed underneath your hyperdoc expectations. All right, so our essential question is, how can I use context clues and background knowledge to further my understanding of unknown words, phrases, and figurative language in a text? So we're going to learn about the different types of context clues. We're going to learn about what we're reading about, and then we're going to use those two things together to help us figure out phrases and words in a text. And so figurative language and phrases really do just go together. So when this is all said and done, you should know word parts and context clues. Word parts we're building every week with our vocabulary. So that is not new. It's just added on. So that's a continuing part. Context clues leave hints to meaning. Okay, so we're going to learn about the different types of context clues. Identify and define unknown words and phrases using word parts and context clues. How meaning is created through both connotation and denotation, and we'll talk about those two words a little bit more. Classify words and phrases based on tone they possess. So for us, for tone, we're going to look at positive versus negative tone. We'll hit back in on actual tone later. We're going to look at figurative language, so identify figures of speech, and then we're going to interpret figures of speech within context. So we're going to describe, summarize, and explain figures of speech using context. So you see how all these things kind of go together? I will go ahead and tell you real quick. Connotation is the feeling you associate with a word. Okay, so it's the emotional definition is what I like to call it. And then denotation is your dictionary definition. So you are actually going to be using a hyperdoc to do this. In order to make sure you are on pace, make sure you're using your weekly calendar and your announcements, because I will be telling you what portion of the hyperdoc you will be working on. So go ahead and make sure that I believe if you click the next button, it will take you to the page that you need after this. So hopefully you all have a wonderful day, and please email me or contact me with any questions, because you guys know I am just a keystroke away. All right, goodbye.